Most people thought CEOs were untouchable, living in glass towers, guarded by power and wealth. But one rainy night, a broken cry for mercy echoed from an alley. "Please, don't hit me. I'm already hurt." The voice belonged to the city's most powerful CEO. And the man who stepped forward to help was a single dad, with a secret of his own. In the bustling city of Vermont, the name Celestine Armand was legendary. At only 35, she had built one of the largest healthcare companies in the nation. Her decisions moved markets. Her face graced magazines. People called her the Iron Rose. Tough, elegant, and untouchable. But tonight, there was no iron and no rose. Just a woman in pain. The streets were slick from hours of heavy rain. Celestine had left her office late. Her driver dismissed early for the evening. She walked the narrow side street toward her penthouse, clutching her briefcase, when shadows loomed. 3 men stepped out, their faces half hidden, their eyes greedy. "Look at this one," one sneered. "Rich lady all alone. Bet she's got more than enough to share." Celestine tried to keep her voice steady. "Take what you want. Just don't hurt me." But when she tried to hand over her purse, one of them shoved her roughly against the wall. Pain shot through her ribs. She winced, collapsing onto her knees. Her voice cracked with desperation. "Please, don't hit me. I'm already hurt." The men only laughed. But just as one raised his fist, another voice cut through the rain. Strong, steady, protective. "Hey, get away from her." The attackers turned. A man stood at the end of the alley, soaked from head to toe, his jacket ripped at the sleeve. In his hand, a heavy wrench glinted under the streetlight. His eyes burned with defiance. His name was Jonas Hale, a 38-year-old single father who worked nights at a small auto shop nearby. Life had been cruel to him. His wife passed away during childbirth, leaving him to raise his son, Arlo, alone. Money was always tight, bills piled high, but Jonas never let his boy go hungry. The men laughed at him. "What's this? Some mechanic hero? Mind your business or you'll get hurt too." Jonas gripped the wrench tighter. His voice didn't waver. "You touch her again, and I promise you'll regret it." For a tense moment, the rain was the only sound. Then one of the men lunged. Jonas swung the wrench, blocking the blow, and shoved him back. Another tried to grab him, but Jonas's raw strength, honed from years of manual work, sent the attacker sprawling. Seeing they were outmatched, the 3 fled into the night, their curses fading into the storm. Jonas dropped the wrench, breathing hard. He rushed to Celestine, who was trembling, her hair clinging to her tear-streaked face. "Are you all right?" he asked gently. Celestine stared at him, stunned. No one had ever spoken to her like that. Not as a CEO, not as a figure of power, but as a human being. I think so," she whispered. Jonas helped her to her feet. She winced as she moved, clutching her side. Without hesitation, Jonas offered his arm. "You need a hospital." "No hospitals," Celestine said quickly, almost instinctively. I can't be seen like this." "The press? Tomorrow's headlines." Jonas frowned. "Forget the headlines. You're hurt. Let me at least get you somewhere safe." Against her usual instincts to never trust strangers, Celestine nodded. Maybe it was the way he looked at her. Not with greed, not with fear, but with simple concern. Jonas led her to his truck, an old but sturdy vehicle parked nearby. As he started the engine, Celestine glanced around the interior, children's drawings taped to the dashboard, a small backpack in the back seat, and a photo of a smiling boy tucked into the visor. You're a father?" she asked softly. Jonas's expression softened. "Yeah. His name's Arlo. He's 10. Smartest kid I know. He's probably asleep by now." For the first time that night, Celestine smiled faintly. "He's lucky to have you." Jonas shook his head. "No, I'm lucky to have him." As the truck rolled through the rain, Celestine studied him. His hands were rough, calloused from years of labor. His clothes were worn, his face tired. He was nothing like the polished executives she met daily. And yet, She felt more at ease with him in these 10 minutes than she had with anyone in years. When they arrived at his small apartment, Jonas helped her inside. The place was modest. Faded curtains, a couch with patches, the faint smell of motor oil mixed with coffee. But it was warm, real, and filled with love. A small nightlight glowed in the corner where Arlo slept soundly. Jonas fetched a first aid kit and knelt in front of her. Carefully, he pressed an ice pack to her bruised ribs. "This will help with the swelling." Celestine's eyes stung, not from the pain, but from the kindness of a stranger who asked for nothing in return. Why did you help me?" she whispered. Jonas looked up, his gaze steady. "Because no one deserves to cry out for help and be ignored." For the first time in years, Celestine, Vermont's iron rose, felt her walls begin to crack. And she didn't know it yet. But Jonas Hale wasn't just a mechanic. He was someone who held a piece of her past she had long forgotten.